hello, hola, namaskaram, namaste, bonjour, sat sri akal, adab. Thank you for connecting from whichever part of the world. The reason I woke you up, the reason I wanted to have this conversation is there's been some fine little kutti, tiny, eeny, weeny doubts that's running in my mind and I'm not able to find answers for. I thought I'll put it in front of people for the smart brains that I know and probably find a few answers for them from all of you. Project Nyan has always been about asking questions and asking questions to the guests. So today on board are all the viewers. If you're sitting and watching me, be my guest. Help me answer these questions. My first question. From when is it that humans meant only men and women were not a part of it? My next question is, I recently read that women bank employees were asked to go back home and send their men to come to work. I always thought the brain was on the top side of the body. When did the directions change? My next question that I have for you is, recently a particular country is stating that girls at the age as young as 6 years or 8 years, they can get married. Alright, who let you define that? I also have another question. Another country apparently chose to lift and bring back people of a certain religion and said that we're going to be kind, we're going to take care of our people. From when did kindness definition change to a particular religion? Who gave people the right to rip women out of their identity? Who allowed, who gave them that opportunity of saying, hey, you know what, your definition has nothing to do with education. Your definition going forward has nothing to do with qualification. Your definition absolutely means nothing other than the body that you have and those two extra organs which are there in your body, which is only going to be useful for men to feel pleasure. The Prime Minister of another country now says that the entire thing that's happening today is, in his terminology, his definition basically means, I'm going to read this out for you, it's breaking the chains of slavery. Really? So women don't matter. When men come out of something and when men make a choice to do stupidity like this, is it defined as slavery? Can you please help me define this also, please? It's quite difficult for my eeny-weeny brain to understand that there's newer definitions. There's newer things that's coming out in the world and all that everybody is doing is we're just posting. And we're just saying, you know, we are in solidarity with this country. Is that enough? Do we stop there? What can you and me do differently to change this? I mean, I'm not able to understand it. I'm asking these questions to ask people saying, can you help me find those answers? Who gave these people that right? Yeah. Now, I think you and me can easily saying, hey, you know what, this is true for the diplomats, this is for somebody else to solve the problem. I think today you and me can't do anything about it. Absolutely, we can't do anything about it because this is like cancer. It's in the final stage. You and me going and trying to cure it right now, we obviously might not be able to find an answer. I know of this concept called web of interdependence and I strongly believe in it. I'll let you go Google about it, learn about it. I'm not here to preach or teach today. I'm here to find answers because I'm dumb. I think I am dumb today. I don't have answers for any of these questions. So in my little brain, web of interdependence basically means that anything that happens in the world, every small little action, every small little item that exists in the world is because the entire world came together to make sure that that tiny little equipment came into our hands. Let it be as simple as the clothes that I'm wearing or the watch that I have in my hand or the hair clip that I have in my head. I believe that, you know, it's not just because I had money and I bought it, it's because the entire world has come together and we have all put that effort to make sure that these items reach me. Having said that, what's happening in this country, does it mean you and me do not have a role to play in it? What is it that you and me can do about it? Let's go back to that one question. Yes, like I said, it's cancer. Yes, it is something that you and me cannot cure today. I think it's out of our hands. But what we can for sure do is prevent this kind of organisms growing in the community and killing the society going forward. If there's a particular organization today leading by its own stupid ideologies, it's all because it happened as tiny little drops which formed the ocean. What you and me can do is not become drops of that ocean, because every little drop we know will make a difference. Let's start with as simple as you're having dinner at home. Ask the women and the girls to sit and enjoy the dinner with you. Don't make them wait over you until you finish your dinner. If you are looking at a woman driving, don't allow that stupid thought in your brain saying women can't drive. Give them an opportunity. Let them live as freely as you are living today. You look at a woman and whistle, stop there. That is also that stupid ideology that you're building. And for all the women out there, stop being dependent. You also have the right to stand up for yourself. So if you're watching this video, here's something that I want to tell you. If you feel suppressed, stand up. Why are you going to stand up? It is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, nothing comes easy. Stand up for yourself. Stand up, fight it out. Not just for your own good, but also because you do not want another girl in the future to go through a problem that you went through. So it might hurt, it might be painful, but get up. It's not about having kids anymore. Having kids and providing the best of education, I really don't know what that means. One thing that I know is if you have kids, it does not stop with the duty of sending them to schools. Inculcate good socio-emotional skills. Teach them equality. Lead by example. Do right things. Because Taliban did not happen overnight. They belonged to a family which had ideologies. Each one of us have the right of building families. Each one of us have the right to build societies. What we do today is going to change how the future is going to look like. We can give reasons. We can continue giving reasons. We can just keep posting on Instagram and Facebook and saying, hey, you know what? I stand by it. I am in solidarity. We can do all that, but we can also choose to change. Change today. Change with every act that you have. Educate your kids. Tell them what is right, what is wrong. Education today is no more about having fancy degrees, having fancy courses, putting your kids through courses which is worth lakhs of rupees. No, it's not just that. That does not help them survive. Please train them on socio-emotional skills. Teach them everything that's required so that they are safe in the future and the world is going to be a beautiful and safe place for every life to sustain and survive. Now, the last few days have been extremely tough on me. It's pricking me in my heart knowing that I'm helpless and I can't do anything about it in the current situation, how things are. But I think there is always going to be light at the end of a dark tunnel. For me, that light came in the way of a small little incident that happened where my mom explained something which happened to her at work. A quick backstory: my mom worked for BMTC. My dad was a conductor at KSRTC at the initial few years that he joined work. I'm a proud conductor's daughter. Someday I'll probably make a video about this entire back history. Today it's not for that. Now, what my mom happened to come home and tell me is, amidst all of these things that I was hurting and I was feeling the pain and I felt like, okay, you know what, there's no place for women to survive. She came back home with a lot of goodies from BMTC, and then she said it was a part of the Nirbhaya fund. I'll quickly show you what those goodies are, but before that, for people who don't know what's the Nirbhaya fund and what is this all about, or for people who've forgotten, I want to remind you here. I think 10 plus years ago, a girl got raped in the middle of our capital of our country in Delhi, in the middle of the night. And outcome of it is we named that girl Nirbhaya, and there was a lot of funds kept for women empowerment, which happened probably in 2013. Even to this day, women are getting empowered because of that fund. Guess what? My mom is 55 plus today, and she has got a lot of goodies from BMTC for making sure that she gets fitter. What all has she got? A good pair of tracksuit. I'll quickly show that to you. It feels so nice to just saying, hey, you know what, I'm a woman and I'm celebrated and I'm taken care of in this country. She's got a good pair of tracksuit, a sweat t-shirt, if you see, with a proud logo of BMTC. I think I am super proud that I belong to a fraternity like this. And also a good pair of power shoes. Now, I think this is for road running, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, a good pair of power shoes. What I'm going to take back from the story is when men and women are suppressed, we go through the darkest of places. What comes out is a powerful phoenix. The Nirbhaya case 10 plus years ago, today, thousands of women who work for BMTC are going to get empowered by the small act. And what I believe is always make sure that you lead by example. Always make sure that you're there standing for the right things. I know BMTC has been through quite a lot of tough times. I know that as an organization, it's gone through quite a lot of losses. But what I really love about them is their values for humanity, empathy, and making sure that no losses come in the way of they taking care of their employees. So here's a little food for thought. Whatever is your label, a brother, a father, a mother, a sister, an entrepreneur, a software engineer, whoever that you are, whatever is your label, all of us have contributed to what's happening today in the world, and all of us will continue contributing to what's going to happen in the future as well. The future is again in our hands. If we want to see more of this kind of crisis, continue being the way you are, continue doing what you're doing without even thinking for a moment, or choose to change. Change in small little ways, change in small little acts, educate, socio-emotional skills, the most important, because it's no more about money making, it's no more just about degrees, it's about making sure that we all live together as a global community. You cannot anymore sit down, fold your hands and say, somebody else will take care of the problem. Somebody else will take care of the problem of the present. But if we want our future to be beautiful, if we want to make sure that our kids and our future generations are going to feel safe, start acting today. Treat people equally. Make sure whatever that you think you want the world to look like in the future, start working on that from today, because what we sow is what we reap.